Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your week ahead. This is for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Pisces, we're going to do a mini Celtic cross, taking a look at where you're at in the present, your challenge or influence, what's underneath this situation, what's in your recent past, what's on your mind, what's in your future, and then also your likely outcome that is also your advice. Now, first, let's get into what your theme is. Your theme is the arrow master, hitting the mark, intention, detachment. It's a 10 that reduces down to a 1. Now, with this as your theme, Pisces, I feel that you are detaching emotionally and focusing on the logic, the reason. You're reasoning things out with the goal of achieving your aims. And I feel that this is about you focusing on the potential for something, or you recentering yourself, or both. But also this is about you perhaps seeing what you can culminate. You may even be looking to see what you can reinstate. Or you may be looking at trying to have a fresh start or bring an end to something with the Arrow Master here. So let's take a look and see what's going on in your week ahead. I've already shuffled, so let's get into your reading. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the King of Pentacles. And this is your focus. So you could be dealing with someone embodying the King of Pentacles energy, or this could be you. But with this energy as your focus, the King of Pentacles has the Midas touch. Whatever the King of Pentacles is focusing on doing, the King of Pentacles is able to create and do so successfully. Because the King of Pentacles is able to manage things, is able to pay attention to the details and plan, even able to delegate and be very creative at what the King of Pentacles is building. So you may be focusing on how to manage something, and what's underneath that is you do have the Devil. So you may be trying to manage a toxic situation with the Devil here. With the Devil, you could be trying to manage some sort of wild behavior or overcome something, get some freedom in something, or face your fears about something. You may be trying to focus on how to live more balanced. With the Devil here, you could be trying to manage your obligations or stand in your personal power, deal with adversities that you could be facing. Or you could be experiencing some greed or temptation. And the question is, are you lacking sense in the matter? If that is the case. But this is about, with the Devil energy here, seeing how to get unstuck. And so with the King of Pentacles, this is being very creative at what you need to build or do to have success, achieve, and obtain it as your focus. So where you're at right now, Pisces, is you have the Page of Cups. So this may be you being very creative. You could have received some news, but this may be you focused on healing with this Page of Cups energy. What's influencing or challenging that is you have the Nine of Cups. So this is about you wanting some sort of wish fulfillment. You wanting satisfaction. This could be around family or relationship, or this is just your emotions that you're experiencing. But also be careful and mindful about whether or not you could be being overindulgent. Now, it's also possible that you may not be satisfied with something and you want to get satisfaction in the matter. But you may be focused on a new creative project. But this is you focusing on being creative and how to get wish fulfillment with what it is that you want to manage or do and have success in doing. And so what's underneath that, Pisces, is you do have the Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups here, you could be focusing on what you can achieve through the cooperation and support of others. With the Three of Cups, you could be uniting with others in order to get satisfaction or build or achieve something or get something done. But there's a lot of Cups energy, so I feel that this is either a passion of yours or this is you dealing with a particular connection or relationship. But this is you wanting satisfaction. In the recent past, you have Justice. So in the recent past, you were able to balance things. You were able to do things in an even and proper way. You were making decisions. Perhaps you made a right decision with justice in the recent past. Also, with justice here, it's possible you could have been involved in a legal matter. With justice here, this is you focusing on having clarity and making sure things are done with equality or looking for the right thing to happen. Now, on your mind, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is you putting in the energy and the effort with the Seven of Pentacles, assessing the situation, looking at what you need to do to have the return that you want to see, the success that you want to achieve here. This is you analyzing how you can get satisfaction or achievement, or analyzing your relationships, or putting in the energy and effort in your relationships or connections. You may be focused on being more supportive or looking for support from others. But this is you aiming for something. This is you having some sort of an intention and having that Midas touch to managing and getting it done and doing it and seeing success with it. Now, in the future, you do have the Knight of Wands. So this is movement. Movement with something that you're trying to heal or that you are working on that's a creative project, or movement within your relationships or particular connection. You could have received a decision in the recent past with justice here in a legal matter that allowed you to heal something or give you wish fulfillment or get success with or cooperation around. But with the Knight of Wands, this is about you having movement, okay? Taking action that brings about an event, that brings about swift movement. This could be you focusing on travel in the future. But this is you taking action to have movement. The caution with the Knight of Wands is that you want to take action that is not reckless and impulsive. And be mindful with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is in and out energy. It's a sometime energy. So even though you may be determined to take action, I'm noticing with the horse, and there's like a dog here, there may be some issues with actions that you want to take or movement you want to take, or you may be feeling indecisive or back and forth with a situation or a matter or with someone, with you trying to have progress. You want to be mindful to make sure you can try to, as best as possible, foresee any obstacles or issues. Or you may be looking to take action to bring it into an obstacle or issue in the future. And so your likely outcome is this Ten of Swords. So with the Ten of Swords here, for some of you, this is you bringing some complications, matters that caused you mental anguish to an end. But for others of you, this is you experiencing complications and ruin with this Ten of Swords energy. Oof. So it's possible in the future you may be too hasty or too impulsive, or being indecisive could be a problem, or someone may be getting in the way of your actions that you're taking. Because I want you to take a close look at, with this Knight of Wands, you see the horse is kind of was on its way, but then he wasn't paying attention, it looks like, because he's so focused on where he's trying to get to, that this animal is in the way and like biting at the knee of the horse. So be mindful with this Knight of Wands. Someone may be impeding your progress, or something gets in the way of your progress or action that could make more complications for you or cause some ruin. Or you may need to be mindful to avoid this obstacle or issue with the action that you're taking that could come about, so that you can bring something to an end. Or perhaps you may be seeing how you can resurrect something. So let's look a little more closely, Pisces, because that shit was crazy with this Ten of Swords. Did you see that shit? I hope this is you being able to bring something to an end, or maybe this is you trying to resurrect something. Should you be trying to resurrect something? Because it feels like if you are trying to resurrect something, or if you are having complications or issues where ruin, is possible, I feel like it's at the hand of others. Whoever you may be dealing with in this Three of Cups energy, that you're looking to have support and cooperation with. So it's like you need to be careful with who you are aligning yourself with or uniting with here, because you may not all be on the same page, or someone may have intentions that are not in line with your own. And you may need to detach from someone that you're working with or dealing with. Someone may be being stubborn, or this could be you. And so looking more closely at this Three of Cups, you do have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is you trying to unite or trying to get some sort of satisfaction or achievement here, involving others, where you're being dutiful or purposeful at trying to get something done, or trying to take responsibility or be responsible for, or somebody trying to be responsible, trying to get something done here. And with the Seven of Pentacles here, and this could be around, money, but with Pentacles, this could be anything in your material world. You have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is you focusing on putting in the energy and effort to see what you can do or how you can take care of and supply what is needed or necessary in order for you to have success and to create what you want here. This could be a relationship or couple, because I do have the Queen of Pentacles here and this King of Pentacles. Okay? But this is about, there's a need for practical balance in this situation here. And this Justice in the recent past, you do have the Two of Swords. So this was a decision. This was a decision. And I feel perhaps a wise decision with the owls here. This is a decision that perhaps was made between you and someone else. So this was a decision between two people, or an agreed upon decision on how to bring balance to, the rat that was in the matter, or that was the problem. And so with you being the Page of Cups in the present, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is you trying to see what you can potentially bring into form, seeing what you can create, seeing how to heal, seeing how to establish something new, seeing what you can build. But this is about you being creative towards bringing something into form. You could have received some money. You could have received some news about some money. Or you may be focused on how to heal a matter around your money or whatever's going on in your world, and having a creative approach and seeing what is the potential for implementing or establishing something new. With this Nine of Cups as your influence or challenge, you have the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant here, this is you trying to perhaps operate from a place of wisdom. You may have been focused on trying to get some guidance or understanding or get more knowledge. This might be possible that you could be being petty, or something petty is going on here. There might be an issue with something being ethical, or you could have received some bad advice or trying to get some advice, or you're trying to do the tradition. With the Hierophant here, this is possibly you trying to have faith in the situation. But also with the Hierophant here, you may be trying to see how you can receive service or be of service. Or you may be trying to change something that you don't want to conform to. Or perhaps you are trying to establish something, some rules, or have the key to something that allows you to have success and happiness and wish fulfillment. Now, the concern with the Hierophant here is whether or not you have some sort of blind devotion or blind allegiance to either what it is you're trying to do, or a blind allegiance or a blind devotion towards a particular wish. But this can be around family with the Hierophant here, or you could be involved with a particular institution. And so with this Knight of Wands, you got Temperance. So this is about you not being too hasty. There's a need for you to be careful not to be reckless or too hasty in the actions that you want to take. Don't be too quick to take action. There's a need for you to do things in moderation and be more patient with Temperance here, to be more careful, to be sensible, use proper measure, and make sure you're calculating properly. I feel like in the future you may miscalculate something, or you're not doing something with proper measure, or you're being impulsive. Perhaps you're not being sensible, or what action you're looking to take to bring healing to a situation or balance or stabilize it. You may need to revisit that shit, and it might need some adjustments. Something needs adjustments in the future. And with the Ten of Swords is the likely outcome, but also the advice. Now remember, the advice of the Ten of Swords is to bring some complications to an end. The advice of the Ten of Swords is to avoid ruin. And so it's with the Six of Cups. So this could be something from the past, someone from the past. This could be about you dealing with children or your family or relationship or situation where with the Six of Cups, you want to figure out how to come to some sort of successful conclusion that you are satisfied with. But this is, you seeing how perhaps you need to reconcile and come up with the solution. I almost said studio. Whoa. And so with this King of Pentacles being your focus, you have the Seven of Cups with that. There's a need for you to weigh your options. To weigh your options and make sure you're making the right choice. And make sure that you're seeing things clearly with your plans. Be mindful with the King of Pentacles whether or not you're being rigid or inflexible. So let's take a look, Pisces, at what your guidance is here. Let's see what your guidance here is. What's the guidance for Pisces, please, Spirit? Thank you, thank you, thank you. August 5th to August 11th, 2019. Also, there may be a need for you to come up with a plan. Or you could be experiencing with the Knight of Pentacles something being halted. You might be trying to halt something, bring something to a stop, or something slows up. But there may be an issue with progress towards what mark you're trying to hit or reach. And so you may be needing to have a little more detachment from the situation and take a step back and re-examine your objectives and intentions here so that you can hit the mark and so that you can see and think clearly. Now your guidance is the Weasel. Be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So check in with yourself about what's going on inside you, what you're dealing with or trying to do, and then see how that is showing up around you through what you are doing or may need to do. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.